Well, here, I agreed with Charles the other night when he said this.
Rudy. No, I wonder what French barbecue chicken tastes like.
I would say, I'm not sure how many jump hooks could you get that jump hook off on him.
I'm not shooting no jump. I'm back, like I said, I'm back in a little skinny ass down.
Rudy,
I'm throwing the ball and I'm dunking. Can't stop it.
Yeah, that Rudy gonna eat some black barbecue chicken. He gonna hurt kids in the stands blocking your shot.
Shaq versus Rudy Gobert. Yeah, no offense to Rudy Gobert. I have nothing against Rudy as a player. No chance in hell.
No.
Sorry, that's not even a conversation. There's just no chance. Rudy's online responding to the comments in a Bleacher Report post. I'll lock his ass up. Come on. Have you watched a minute of Shaq in his prime? I mean, you played with the guy, you know.
I look at it like this. All right, Rudy, let's see. Has there anybody similar to your build that's ever guarded Shaq? Deke, Dikembe Mutombo, better shot blocker. What did he do to Dikembe Mutombo?
You got that bow.
Okay. Oh, let's see. What did he do to David Robertson?
Oh, 8-time defensive, all-tall defensive player.
Yeah. So Gobert, stop, man. Stop. I appreciate you trying to, stand up for yourself, but we all know you got dunked on so many times. You've been Chris Dudley. Was it Dudley?
Yeah, Dudley. Yeah, when he legged him and then shoved him, and Dudley's hurling the ball down the court at him. You'd have 100% been on.
But don't get me wrong now. Gobert would have probably blocked a couple of Shaq shots, but Shaq would have probably just had him sitting on the bench.
That's cool. So did Yao Ming. He blocked a couple of Shaq shots. But
but
at the end of the day, look, man.
But in this day and age, I got one block on Shaq. That's like getting 50. So he probably, I got one block. I got one block. That's equivalent to 50.
Cool. Well, after you get that one block, you're gonna have a heck of a story to tell when you get to the gates of heaven, because that's what Shaq gonna send you. Because after he get done with Rudy Gobert, his body gonna be chalked out on that floor. It's gonna be rest in peace.
Yeah. It's funny. When I watch Rudy Gobert and I watch other big centers like him, he's not the most graceful guy. He need to jump a lot of rope or something, because his footwork is not that good. He seems like he's always tripping over his feet sometimes. So but he's not as graceful as Deke was. Dikembe was a way better shot blocker, way better defender. So
Well, I think footwork is sort of a lost art now in today's NBA, at least. I mean, you in your day, in your heyday, I mean, obviously we always talk about Dream, but there were guys that just worked on that. They just worked on that constantly, especially big guys.
Yeah. You had to, because you couldn't travel like they do nowadays.
Now you take 18, 20 steps, don't matter, man. The Harden step back, how many steps is that? 15?
That's like 6, man. I'm like, it's crazy.
The moral of this story is, and we all can learn a lesson, leave the big fella alone.
Don't push.
Just leave him alone.
Don't push. We all know him well enough to know this isn't going to end well.
Because he's going to respond.
He's got time. The guy's got nothing but time. He's
nothing but
come
time.
Back at you.
Nothing but money and time. That's all he has. He will respond to you all day.
Oh, no.
Leave him alone. If you don't know what he's done, look at YouTube if you're too young.
How did you, so you've played on teams, obviously, with Shaquille, of course, but did you ever have to face him as far as on a team that you guys had to play against them?
Who, big fella?
Yeah.
In college, and he was at LSU out of Alabama, and you forget we swept their asses in 95 in the finals.
That's true.
That's right. That's right. How did how do you scheme against prime Shaq?
See, he wasn't prime Shaq in 95.
He was still rookie Shaq. He
was
still 3 years in. Yeah.
He was still trying to get his body right. But when he got MVP in 2000, there was no stopping him, man. It was just ridiculous, because I think Shaq is so graceful as far as moving up and down the court, posting up, spinning, even handling the rock. There's so many things that he was able to do at his size, and it was amazing, man, some of the things that he could do on the court. And if he would have ever just stayed healthy, stayed in shape, we wouldn't be talking about nobody else as the best big man of all time. It would be undoubtedly the best that ever was. Maybe except for Kareem.
I'll say, hands down, that 2000 Shaq was absolutely I mean, ain't nobody but God himself could have stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, watching that Orlando Shaq and that body, the way he would get up and down the floor and the way how agile he was.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't in his prime yet, that from an agility standpoint and just from a big man, because they had never seen a big man move like that.
Yeah.
And so movement in that size of a body, that always amazes me sometimes more than the 2000 Shaq, because that big of a man, even though he wasn't huge, that size, he was, he was
agile though.
Right.
He was agile.
A big man's not supposed to move like that. They had never seen that before.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Orlando Shaq had some moments. 2000 Shaq unstoppable.
Right. But that early 90s Shaq with Orlando was special because it's just how graceful he moved.
Yeah.
It was something special.
Yeah, I'm always curious about how you like, if you're on a team, how you scheme against that.
But we used to
how do you draw up against that?
For us though, as the ball was in the air, we was like double teaming. It was mostly my job because everybody else was too short. So I would just try to double team, and on the kick out, I just haul ass. Yeah. I hated when they didn't kick it and then go back in unless B. Shaw was in the game. A lot of times it was other players. They would move it around, try to get a three. But with B. Shaw, you'll haul ass out. Then B. Shaw will fake that shit and go right back. I'm like, God dang, I got to get back over there. And it was too late. So
he would run your ass.
Yeah, he should run your ass.
Now all my boys got is a bad hip and feet that can cut glass.
Oh, God. Toes that would make Dr. Strange go.